An atom is the smallest unit of an element that still keeps the element's identity. An element is a pure substance made of only one kind of atom. A molecule is a unit made of two or more atoms bonded together. A compound is a substance made when two or more elements combine chemically in a fixed ratio. A mixture is a combination of substances that are not chemically bonded. A solution is a uniform mixture in which a solute is dissolved in a solvent. A solute is the substance that is dissolved in a solvent to form a solution. A solvent is the substance that dissolves a solute to form a solution. Concentration tells how much solute is contained in a given amount of solution. A chemical reaction is a process in which substances change into different substances. A reactant is a starting substance that is used up during a chemical reaction. A product is a substance that is formed by a chemical reaction. A chemical equation is a formula that describes a reaction using symbols and numbers. A coefficient is a number placed before a formula to show relative amounts in a reaction. The law of conservation of mass says that total mass is unchanged before and after a reaction. A physical change is a change in form or state that does not create a new substance. A chemical change is a change that produces one or more new substances. A state of matter is a physical form such as solid, liquid, or gas. A solid has a fixed shape and fixed volume. A liquid has a fixed volume but takes the shape of its container. A gas has neither fixed shape nor fixed volume and expands to fill its container. Melting is the change from solid to liquid. Freezing is the change from liquid to solid. Evaporation is the change from liquid to gas at the surface of a liquid. Boiling is the rapid change from liquid to gas throughout a liquid at a specific temperature. Condensation is the change from gas to liquid. Sublimation is the change from solid directly to gas. Deposition is the change from gas directly to solid. A pure substance has a fixed composition and uniform properties throughout. A homogeneous mixture has the same composition throughout. A heterogeneous mixture has a non-uniform composition with visibly different parts. Filtration is a method to separate an insoluble solid from a liquid using a filter. Distillation is a method to separate substances by differences in boiling points. Chromatography is a method to separate components by how they move through a medium. Crystallization is a method to purify a substance by forming crystals from a solution. Density is mass per unit volume. Solubility is the maximum amount of solute that can dissolve in a given amount of solvent at a given temperature. A saturated solution contains as much dissolved solute as it can hold at that temperature. An unsaturated solution can still dissolve more solute at that temperature. An electrolyte is a substance that produces ions in water and conducts electricity. A non-electrolyte dissolves without forming ions and does not conduct electricity in solution. An ion is a charged particle formed when an atom or group of atoms gains or loses electrons. A cation is a positively charged ion. An anion is a negatively charged ion. A chemical bond is an attractive force that holds atoms together in a substance. A covalent bond forms when atoms share one or more pairs of electrons. An ionic bond forms when oppositely charged ions attract each other after electron transfer. A metallic bond is the attraction between metal ions and delocalized electrons. A valence electron is an electron in the outermost shell that affects bonding. The valency of an atom is its combining capacity in forming bonds. A formula unit is the simplest whole number ratio of ions in an ionic compound. A molecular formula shows the actual number of each type of atom in a molecule. An empirical formula shows the simplest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound. A balanced equation has equal numbers of each type of atom on both sides. The mole is a counting unit for particles based on a fixed number of entities. Molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of a substance. A catalyst is a substance that speeds up a reaction without being used up overall. Reaction rate is how fast reactants are converted into products. An exothermic reaction releases energy to the surroundings, usually as heat. An endothermic reaction absorbs energy from the surroundings, usually as heat.